We just had a hell of a day yesterday. I was down in Jersey yesterday, and which is not anywhere close to where I live. It was quite a bit of hours to drive away. But we got to do a photo shoot, and well, I was the photographer for the shoot. I wasn't the model for the shoot, but we got to do a photo shoot, and I'm saying we, but I got to do a photo shoot with a couple models, so that's the we. I always say that. I say we because I like to include you guys, like you were there. I don't know. I don't know if that works or if I should say I, we, and whatever. Anyhow, we did a photo shoot, and we didn't know if we were going to get to use the location because it's not a place that you can really book. We wanted to get a carousel that we could shoot on, which was like hard as fuck to find, first off, because we're doing a spooky photo shoot for Ink Mag 247 for the front cover, actually. So I want to go ahead and like try to get a location, but I called places and they were not getting back to me. So we went to a place and just went there and saw if we could use it right on the day. And I mean, they only had ride operators there and there was no management there. So the ride operator was really nice and actually just didn't care and let us on the ride to do the shoot, which was sick. So that turned out really awesome. And we have a bunch of photos that I'm snoozing this ad. No, bad ad. Because I'm mid talking. We're in the just chatting mode. And I have a bunch of photos, and it might be a little bit where the bitrate isn't that great because of, and there might be some like little buffering issues because I am currently uploading the photos for the shoot. And I think we should go ahead and give a sneak peek for some of the photos. I feel like it will be awesome. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anything before I do it. So you'll have to give me 1 minute. How about you, Kylery? What's new with you? They came out so clean. Okay, I'm gonna start on this. It was a spooky shoot. A bunch of these are probably just were not uploaded when they looked at it. Yeah, there's only 118. Let's see how far it got to the update. We have 195 photos. Okay, it's at 134. But oh my god, it was so much fun. We went ahead and we're shooting, and when we were on the carousel, people weren't really bothering with us because we're kind of in the back corner where they couldn't really see us because of how the carousel was positioned. So it was perfect. It was out of the walking way and the walking path, so I was able to set up like lights and everything. And that's why I thought I was going to be late coming back to stream. I thought the setup of like I had to set up my lights, my camera, my everything, my entire existence of like making this background and my face and everything look good. So that was a pain in the ass. And I'm exhausted. I woke up like 2 hours ago now and set that all up in that time. And there was just so much to get done. But we did it. We got stream set up, and these photos just turned out amazing. I wasn't sure how good they're going to turn out, but I'm looking at them right now, and I'm just so happy with them. And I'm going to leak a few of them, but I just want to go ahead and get all of them uploaded first before I leak. The unedited versions. Because, you know, you'll get to see the full ones. It was actually great. We like went down the back boardwalk of an area, and people were coming back and coming up to us, and they were I literally at some point I was taking a photo and somebody was standing over my shoulder with their camera just to go ahead and take a photo of it because they thought it was cool, and they're like, oh my god, look what's going on, like type deal. I wonder if anybody TikToked us even, because there was like just people gathering around watching us do this photo shoot, and it was so cool. And like it was an experience. I've never had that happen before. All of my shoots were always in offset locations where people couldn't bother with us really because it felt awkward shooting in public. But I didn't even think about it when I was doing it but it was full blown in public, and I was just like, we're just setting up, and I just was ignoring the shit out of people, and they were just coming up and like, that sounds bad, but like I was just in the zone, and it was so much fun. It was a great time. People coming up to you and asking like what the shoot's for, what's going on, because you're like the models, of course, were in full get up, full blown gear. They were looking like kindy, creepy circus performer type people. They weren't. They were supposed to dress up like, I got told they're gonna be clowns, but they weren't really clowns. They had like one of them had the ruffles, one of them took off the ruffles because it covered up a lot of the tattoos, and it was for a tattoo magazine. But yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Let's see how many photos are synced. 142. We're getting there. But it was so much fun. It was a good time. We're going to play Phasmo, so we're going to stick on a creepy trend because I want to go ahead and get the weekly challenges done. Does this look bad right now because of the bitrate, by the way, fluctuating? Like, is it buffering and freezing for you? Or are you good? I'm still, like, giving out, like, 4,000 kilobytes per second. But I don't know if that is making it look scuffed. Or if it's buffering okay. Oh my god, where are we on another ad? How long have I been talking? How long are my ads set for? Oh, they're set for 10-minute intervals, so they can be shorter, aren't they? I might go ahead and switch that. I don't like that there's an ad every 10 minutes. It'll be longer for the ads, but usually I can go ahead and stop then for them. I don't know. I kind of want to go ahead and snooze this one too. Yeah, we're gonna snooze this one too. Plus, it only gives me 3 snoozes, so if I go ahead and have more, oh, it only pushes it back for like 5 minutes. That's what's going on. So it doesn't permanently get rid of it. Okay. Okay, I'm glad it's not like buffering too bad. My bitrate just is probably lower, so it's lower quality, but you probably don't even notice that. Probably looks like a normal Twitch stream because I broadcast at a quality that's above the quality necessary, you know. I try to make things look good. I try. Oh man. Any questions about the photo shoot? Anything that you'd want to know about it while we're here? I tried to get one where they're like creeping out from underneath the carousel, and I just don't like how it turned out. I couldn't get it as good as I wanted. I should probably went in front. Who are the models? Yes, that's a great question. I will actually go ahead and link their Instagrams. It was Nicole Ryan and Pam Seller, and let me pull them up. Pam Seller is actually the wife of the person that owns the magazine. So that's how I got in touch with them, and like, well, I got in touch with them through Nicole because I regularly shoot with Nicole. You've seen Nicole on my Instagram feed. You've never seen Pam Sellers, though. There is Nicole's, and let's get Pam. Pam. Pammy Sellers is the name on Insta. I probably would have remembered to shout them out when I show you the photos, but I was completely scuffed and forgetting. I'm sorry. That is my bad. Pam, I believe, is also a tattoo artist herself. I believe, like, that's mainly what she has on there. But she was awesome. She did a good job. She also looked awesome in the costume. Yeah, both. A lot of the models I work with, a lot of the people I work with, and like am surrounded around with the photography biz are all like tattoo artists and stuff, which is crazy and really cool. Because Nicole is also a tattoo artist and she does some awesome work. She's kind of in training, so she's a tattoo artist, a model, and a makeup artist. And then Pam is a model and a tattoo artist, and they all do great work. And then Matt Seller is the one that actually owns the magazine. I'll link him too. Let me pull him up. Let me get his stuff. But he's the one that actually owns the magazine. Kyler, I just think I'll actually, where around do you live? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind sharing that. I would love to shoot with you. I just don't know where you live. Because I'm actually going ahead, and when I go to TwitchCon. Well, are you going to be at TwitchCon? If you're at TwitchCon, we can do stuff at TwitchCon. I think you said you go to that, right? If you go to TwitchCon, we would actually be able to do a shoot there. I want to shoot with people at TwitchCon. I'm going to bring all my photo gear. Oh, you're all the way out in the Philippines. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't think you're going to this TwitchCon. It's actually funny. I got another friend that's out in the Philippines now, Rogue Red. Actually, here, let's give them a shout out because they were the person that hosted the other thing that we did. Oh, I guess that didn't even come through mic because I was muted. But we had a live dub that I was a part of. Let me see. I want to make sure I spell Rogue Red's name right. I think she followed me a couple weeks ago. Let's see if I can find her in here. I want to give her a shout out. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I have like a whole, well, I only work 3 days a week at my normal job for 12-hour shifts. So I, like, when I take off, I only have to take off 3 days, but then it gives me like a week and a half off essentially, which is really nice. So I had mine scheduled since February as soon as it was announced. What was I pulling up? Oh yeah, I was gonna pull up Rogue. Rogue Red 13. So I have the right one. Shout out this person. Yeah, I did a live dub on Rogue Red 13's channel as well. So if you want to go back in her VODs, you can actually see the live dub I did. And I was saying about how I'm not really a professional voice actor, but because I don't get paid for it, but I guess I could put VA in my thing because I've actually voice acted on content where we did a live dub of a webtoon, which is pretty neat. Oh, did I link Sellers? Yes, I did. M Sellers Inc. 13. But yeah, I do want to. Rogue Red's also from the Philippines, so that's why I linked them as well. That's what brought that up and reminded me. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, they go ahead and host a bunch of webtoon stuff, and hold on, I need to mute. I can listen to streams without you hearing the stream, and I need to mute that. That was, there was just somebody yelling in my ear saying Sasuke, 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 which was just weird. Like it was somebody talking through Val. Yeah, but they were both amazing to shoot with. Does the fiance? No, because like I don't shoot nudes, lewds, or anything like that. Like there's no lingerie allowed and not with that. I like me and my fiance talked heavily about like what the limits are to what she feels comfortable with and what like I feel comfortable with. First off, I didn't even want my content to go ahead and be like just nude women because then I'd feel like that's the only reason why people are coming to go ahead and see my like photos, and that's not what I want. I want people to see my photos and want to see my photos because of I'm a good photographer and I like get set up on good shoots and stuff like that. Stuff that's cool. Rather than just being that, oh, there's naked women on the timeline. Have I ever done some of those? No, and I will not. No nude shoots, no lewd shoots. You have to be fully closed. Nothing has to be exposed. Stuff like that. A lot of the models I've worked with do shoots like that. So if you check out any of the models and are interested in that, then that's pretty common. I'm actually looking for more male models to shoot too, because I have a very limited selection of male models I have shot with. Even if the model wanted it, no, I will not as the photographer. Yeah. I reserve that right to say no. If I ever, like, if I got told that I was going to get paid, like, really good money for it, then I'd discuss with the fiance, and then I'd probably go ahead and say, I'll probably shoot it, but I would not want my name attached to it in any way. I would be a ghostwriter in that situation. Yo, Viper! How's it been, bud? It's been so long. How are you doing? We're just talking about stuff from our shoot yesterday, which we are now at. Let's see how many loaded up onto the website now. We're uploading photos so that I can go ahead and share them. We're now at 172 of 194, so we're getting there. It has been a very long time. Do you play Phasmo by any chance? Phasmophobia? Oh, what happened to the stream? Okay, it froze, but it's back. I'm hanging in there. How have you been? I've been pretty damn good. We just did something insane yesterday where we did our I did my first photo shoot where it was in like actually like in a very public setting, and it was kind of nutty because people were like super pumped about it and very encouraging and like coming up and asking questions about like what we're shooting for, stuff like that. And it was a very positive experience, a very nice experience to have while shooting in public. They were like telling the models how good they looked, stuff like that, and it was just fun. It was awesome. It was a good time. You didn't get to see the link, so I'll relink the models since for anybody just coming in. And we were shooting for a magazine. It was a good time. It was a fantastic time. It was so much fun. I've shot with one of the models before, and that model was the one that was like, yo, could I get this photographer that I work with like consistently on? And like, apparently, like when she brags about me because they had a quick conversation at the end, they're like, oh my god, he's so easy to work with. And I'm like, that's amazing. I'm glad, because a lot of there's tons of photographers in my area, surprisingly, like that do shoots with models, and all they fucking want is just to do shoots so they can be horny about it and be creepy about it. And it's super like there's this super bad stigma that goes around with being a male photographer in the field. Also, I don't really play Phas. I've been on League, Valorant, Rocket League still, and some others. Oh, nice. I've been on Valorant, but I'm bad at Valorant, so I think I think you were gold last time I saw, or somewhere around there. So you're probably even higher than that now. I play a lot of Val. Let's get you a shout out really quick. In case you don't know, Fresh Viper has been around with me since my early YouTube days of streaming. If you're wondering who the fuck he is. But yeah, he streamed. You still stream on Twitch, right? Right? Or do you stream on YouTube now? Yeah, it's not that they're like, no, they're the photographers and stuff that do OnlyFans. Those are like the models like want to do like the OnlyFans. They're shooting for that intentionally. Those people are okay. They're not being creepy about it. The photographers around my area get a bad rap because they go ahead and like try to hit on all their models and whatnot, and like try to get them naked just so they can see them naked, not so that they can go ahead and sell the photos or anything. They just want to like see naked models, so they shoot with naked models. And they make the models that like want to go ahead and just like shoot and be like artsy about it and have a good time and actually enjoy modeling very, very uncomfortable, based on what I've been told, because I like have like the person that not got me into photography. I got into photography when I was a kid and started shoot. Like I used to have this old Crayola film camera that I loved using as a kid. I've always loved taking photos, but the person that got me involved with more people that are into photography, like models and stuff, which I will definitely link. She deserves all the love in the world, this person. Brianne Lane. She goes by Harlow Theory Production as, or Harlow Theory Photography and Art for their Instagram. But they also are a model themselves, and their modeling is linked there. But she's amazing. She got me into. I work with her at my like normal job, but she's moved on. Like we're on different shifts now, so we don't get to work with each other that much. But man, when I say she's fantastic, she is like a personality, such a rare personality, and she's so fun to like just talk to and hang around with. And she's like crazy, like in the best way. That's true. I only did once, but only with my best friend when we were both drunk, and she's a woman too. Ah, wait, you're trying to get your best friend naked? Is that what you just told me? You're trying to creep on your best friend, or like were you referring to something else? Because my mind was on the being bothersome part of it. But yeah, we Harlow Theory Production. I don't remember if you anybody remembers my Halloween shoot, or if any of yous got to see my Halloween shoot. I'll pull it up too. I'm just linking a bunch of stuff. No, we did a shoot. Oh, I still talk to Dusty all the time, Viper. Like all the time. Let me pull up that as well. I did a horror shoot where I was actually one of the models for a video called, it was another spooky thing that we did. Nice. Hey, if you're down for it and you like doing that kind of thing, I don't like hate on people for wanting to do that kind of thing. Like be like naked on camera and like do the nude photo shoots. That's fine. That's all them. Like that's not a big deal. But I don't like this where people make it creepy, where they're just trying to see, like they just want to like see this person naked, so they shoot them. I don't like that stigma. But the wanting to go ahead, and especially if you're artsy about it with the nudes and whatnot, like that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Yeah, we did. I got to do this because of Harlow Theory as well. Only did it once because you were drunk. I mean, hey, you do you. I bet it did. Like, the human body is like just amazing in general. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind doing photos like that if it wasn't for the fact that they get looked down upon so bad, and it, like I said, they only get looked at because they want to see like nude women. I love being artsy with my photos and having like a good time and having the like good shoot, and I just don't. I can do that whether they're clothed or not. So I will go with the clothes so that my photos aren't just looked at like they are, not artsy and whatnot. Bro, I could never. I hate being in pictures as is. This is why I have such a hard time finding male models. Dudes just do not like being photographed. It's a thing. Yeah, but did I link that? Yeah, that YouTube. Oh, why did I link it 37 seconds? Oh well, whatever. I wish I could post it, but Insta won't. Just post it on Twitter. Twitter allows for that. Twitter is all about that. Enjoy your lurk, Incubus VTuber. Thank you for stopping by. I'm always the one taking the pictures. Never been it. Do you do like photos? Like, are you like, do you actually have like a professional cam and stuff, or do you like do photos on not like shitty technology? Because the cameras and phones are honestly pretty good, except for they auto edit it and everything. But do you like actually edit photos and stuff? Because it's so Viper, I'd love to see it. We actually have a place in the Discord. If you still have my Discord, if not, you can go ahead and do !_ Discord and get in. We have a place where you can actually share them. I think the photos might be done uploading because my kilobytes per second went back to normal. Yes, all 194 are done. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to start at the beginning, and then we're going to click through. I'm going to show you it on Firefox. because that's where, like, this way they don't have to load or be like slow or anything, since these are meant to be viewable. Give me a second to get it set up. Firefox video. Wait, why is my Firefox like off to the side like that? That's weird. My Firefox was so big for no good reason. Yeah, since I'm kind of like leaking these technically speaking. Yeah, it's so hard to find like male models though that actually want to do it. It's insane. Blows my mind. I love modeling. Modeling is fun. Modeling do be a good time. I didn't say if you were professional. I was saying with professional equipment, like an actual like mirrorless or DSLR camera and stuff like that, or like more so like do you shoot in RAW and do you edit your photos? I'm always the one taking pictures, never been in the pictures. I wouldn't say professional by any means. I take pictures, but don't have Photoshop, unfortunately. But yeah, dude, get Photoshop. It's like $10 a month for the photography bundle or $20 a month. It's not expensive. But yeah, and then the best part of actually the photography shop is Lightroom, which is how I share photos, and it's amazing for doing like micro lighting changes and stuff. I believe the camera I have is a Canon T6 Rebel. Oh, that's awesome. I love that camera. That's a really good starter camera. That's sick. But yeah. So what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I got it all set up so I can actually transition and show the game. So photos, transition. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. This was a pre-math one I want to start with, which was just the models like going ahead and having a fun behind the scenes. I didn't have the lighting or anything set up. Are really on cars and nature. Nice. I started with nature photos, and then I went to portrait photography or model photography. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and switch, and I try to do a year of learning something new, and this just happens to be that the models working with models was the new for that year, and now I actually like I don't try to go ahead and hook up these things. People just hit me up and ask me to shoot them now, so it's a thing. And if they ask to shoot, then I do the shoot. But here are the photos, which were pretty neat. These ones were like, these are the warm-up photos. You know how the beginning of the shoot goes. You're always trying to figure out how things go. Another behind the scenes. Some lighting where they're trying to be creepy. Oh, here, let's actually see which ones they said they liked out of the shoots. Like this one of them said they liked it. I think Nicole looks really cool in this one. Then this was neat. I like the creepy, like one's lurking in the back, one's in the foreground with them being like blurred out. I didn't have the shallow depth of field yet though, so I completely was not shooting wide open. I fucked up. And because I was so out of practice for this photo shoot. They asked me to do this like 3 months ago, and that's about the last time I did a photo shoot before that. Because like I said, it's one of those things I learned for a year, and then people ask me about. And yeah, I did not go ahead and have any practice. So I forgot to go ahead and I accidentally twisted the lens so that I wasn't in a super shallow depth of field. And I'm like, why is it so dark? I thought like I'd have enough lighting for this. But then yeah, these were pretty cool. I didn't mess with the exposure. So there's some of these that are overexposed that I need to take down the exposure. Not overexposed where it's peaking anything, but a little bit high on the exposure setting, where the like her face is a little blown out. There's a little bit of blowout on the gold bar and whatnot, but it's probably not overexposed. I can probably go ahead and take it out in Lightroom. But I wanted to get like the racked focus between the two of them just so that they had both. I really like this one, and apparently both of them really like this one. This looked really cool. Her hair went to the side, and it gives her a really large forehead, which I do not like. So yeah, I wasn't about it. Just to be hypercritical of the ones I personally like. I'm going to go through and like all of them too. I need to actually message them and let them know that I fucked up and they didn't all upload yet until now. I like this one. Even though this is just like, this is not for the horror shoot, but I just like this photo in general, like to show off the models. They just look awesome. You get to see all of her tattoos. She has her neck raised, so you get to see all of this. Then Nicole has her arm raised. You can't really see her tattoos, but they're just having a good time. And I just love those types of photos. That's one that, like, I'll keep in my album of just, like, something cool. And then I realized, I'm like, I have them on different levels so that like, my thought process on it, I have them on different levels, so I might as well just, like, actually have them on different levels and give it the little juxtaposition. So in a second, I turn my camera. Yeah. So it keeps them pretty well level on that. I can rotate it a little bit more, but I got it more level. I like this. They look manic in this. And this one's really good. Like, they're just mad at each other. It's probably going to need to be in portrait for the magazine, I figured. So I got a couple portraits. We got a couple solo shots too. I like how these turned out. I actually like this one, even though the lighting's a little bit weird. I did like an upper for the face, so it looked like spooky. Actually, this one looks like she's staring into your soul, which I love. Her contacts were fucking sick. Like, I don't know, like, they were just amazing. Like, I love the contacts. I just realized it's not telling me, like, it self-disabled my viewer count for some reason. Where does that normally show? It normally shows right down near the bottom. I don't know. I had some weird things where it thought I was trying to stream to YouTube at the beginning. It was weird. These, the exposure needs to come down, but these look awesome. These are great. And I'm probably also going to have to Photoshop out right in here. There's like the, they tucked it and it's kind of like wrapping over in a weird way. So I might have to try to work around that and try to make that. But there's also tattoos in the way, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to. This is her favorite. So we move the light up into the side. The exposure is also just better on this one. This one looks like you get all the detail after the makeup and everything, and it looks so cool. You get all the little bumps and stuff. Pam looks sick in these. Super creepy. If it was just solo model on one, this would be one of the cover shots. I love that shot. Here's where it was like the creepy. I was trying to get him climbing from behind, and I don't really care for it. It looks kind of weird. These ones look good. We got this was when we moved to the boardwalk, and they were actually getting to see, not getting to see, but we found this funhouse area, and there's actually people. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse. There's people literally right on the other side here. I'm probably gonna try to Photoshop this out because it bothers me, and this out. But yeah, there's people right behind this, which is hilarious. I couldn't get it out of the shot while also getting the angles I wanted. This one looks great. This is like, this isn't like really cover shot worthy. It's like a very wide angle if you're going ahead and trying to show off like ink. I don't think I would use this, but that's up to them. But yeah. These are fun. Where like one of them scared like Harley Quinn vibes. And just like threatening him. Couple different angles of the same shot. I love this one. The anger. And the creepy. We're like, okay, we give you a weapon. What do we think Pam's weapon is? And it's just like, yo, just have her use her horn like she thinks it's a weapon. Like she's actually insane. And all of these can be super like edited and touched up. These ones came out awesome just as is, without any touch-ups to the lighting or anything. Like these ones, I'm going to go ahead and I would crop them out and I'd make the background like darker compared to make it look like they are, like it's just not as lit up and necessary. Like they had more distance in between. But yeah, these turned out awesome. We actually had the light that is on me right now for my spotlight, it's on a C-stand, and this C-stand can go probably like 10 feet or so in the air. So we had it the 10 feet in the air on 100% power, Well, I think it was actually only like 80% power. 80% power looking down at the scene, so it represented a street light because there's no street lights on. So it just looked like a street light aimed down at them, so it's like a little spotlight vibe. And it looked so cool. It looked really awesome. I love these shots. Apparently they didn't like these shots or they didn't upload yet because they're able to like them up there. But I thought these were sick. I really like this one. Her legs were a little cut off, but that's okay. It had good balance. This one, go ahead and crop it up so that like only a spotlight's there. Like go ahead and do a 4x5 on this. This is gonna look sick. I don't know why my... Oh, because I got the yellow in there, so it made it like more yellow here. Or... No, I think I just fucked up and changed the lighting on my phone. But the white balance on this is weird. But that's fine. Some of these, we're getting to the part where we actually have, like, this could be a cover if it's a 4x5 on the cover. Like, to go ahead and match it. Like, that would just be a cool intro one. I would go ahead and I'm going to Photoshop out that if that was that in that case. Just get rid of the text. But then we did a section where we just went through and I was doing continuous shooting so that they could have this blood dripping out of their mouths. So here's where we get into that. I gotta do errands, but hope to talk to you later. Peace out, Kylery. Have a good one, and I will enjoy the rest of the stream. Hope you have fun on your errands. Hope they actually don't go too bad for you. I hope you actually have a good time. Peace out. Yeah, but then we just went through. There's a lot of these, so I'm just gonna click through. What the fuck is that light over there? I caught aliens. That was above water. That one's cool. There's some really close-up ones in the end. And literally, he's just in there holding up the hammer. On some of them, and I'm going to go ahead and, like, crop out parts of those. But one of these is, I think, is going to, like, one of these portrait ones is probably going to be the one that turns into the cover. Because I could picture this being cropped and just being 247 ink mag right above it. It would just really work for the cover. But it'll probably be one of these later ones because I got some close-up ones that look sick. When I go around to the other side. Yeah. There's one that is just in focus for both of them. Like, rack the focus really quick. Right there. That's it. That might be... I'm going to bet that that becomes the front cover shot. Tell me that wouldn't look great for a horror shoot. I actually just realized that there's, like, you could see the crease in the hammer. But on the other side of the hammer, you don't get to see the crease. I can fix that, though. That can be touched up. I can take out that highlight. So it looks like it's just flat. So you don't get the offset effect. But, yeah. This was literally the last photo in the shoot. I'm just like, I think we got it. I think we got it. That's just all there is to it. I think we got it. Oh, but yeah. Those were... Oh, God. Big stretch, sorry. Oh, I'm so... like, exhausted from yesterday, though. It was a long day. I literally worked 2 days of 12-hour shifts. I had off that Friday, so I got lucky on that aspect. Worked 2 12-hour shifts doing maintenance tech stuff. Then I got off of work, slept for 4 hours, drove all the way down to Jersey, shot on the boardwalk all day long. I was out there. They were mainly doing makeup, but I just wanted to go there to scope out the location and make sure I knew exactly where I was shooting while it was still daylight out, to figure out some stuff. And then I waited for them to get done with their makeup, and we sat in the car for a little bit and just chilled out to some music, me and the fiance. And it was just a very long day, and then the shoot came, and just it was such a good experience during the shoot. And then had to drive 3 hours home. Oh my god. On my drive home, I can't believe it. I forgot that in Jersey, like, you aren't supposed to be able to pump your own gas. So 90% of the gas stations are shut down during that time. I'm so used to living in like where I do in PA, and like every gas station being open 24 hours pretty much. Or at least you being able to put your card up to it and pay by card. So we were driving home, and I had like 27 miles of range left. And that 27 miles of range barely got me to the gas station that was open. I was so scared. I thought we were going to have to sleep in the car, and I wasn't going to be home until like 6 a.m. because, well, until like 10 a.m. because I'd have to sleep until they open at 6 and then go and finish up. It was sketchy. It was very, very sketchy. Okay, let me close out a Lightroom because we don't need that anymore. And then I am going to go back to the full face cam, so that you just can't see me messing around on. I need to message the actual models really quick and tell them that the rest of the photos are actually up. Okay. Ba ba da ba ba. Cool. Yeah, so there's that. I'm surprised there's still place. Dude, it blows. I don't think it's illegal actually now. I don't know for sure, but they had signs saying it was unlawful, but I thought New Jersey changed it where you could pump your own gas now. But they still had an attendant, and the attendant came out and pumped our gas. And like when I said to the attendant about pumping our gas, I'm like, I'm from PA, I don't know if we can pump or not. And then the attendant's just like nonchalantly like, yeah, it doesn't matter. But it was also like he just didn't feel like doing his job. So I don't know. It was very confusing. Very, very confusing.